Hello students of class 7, let us continue with the story The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. So open your book page number 62. As I recall, we have been studying the portion in which a description has been added that in those days whenever the daimyos would pass, it was a tradition, it was prohibition rather, to look over him from a higher position. Okay, so what would people do? They would fasten their windows and even they would paste a slip of paper so that not even a glance can be stolen from anywhere higher than the Lord. Okay, so and what would the people do? As the train or the procession of the king and queen would pass, the people would lie on the road. They would go prostrate. They will completely prostrate on the ground. Okay, what is prostrate? Prostrate, the position has been given lying on the ground in a straight manner with your face downwards. Okay, this is done to show your respect to the passing king and queen. So this was the tradition. Let us begin from the paragraph. The train drew near. The train drew near. One tall, competent man marched ahead, crying out to the people by the way, "Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees." So there was a tall and competent man, a very expert person, whose duty it was to let everybody, all the citizens who were there, all the people of all the subjects under the ruler, they had to be removed from the streets and they had to get down on their knees. This was his duty. So everyone kneeled down while the procession was passing. Suddenly, the leader of the van caught sight of the aged man up in the tree. He was about to call out to him in an angry tone, but seeing he was such an old fellow, he pretended not to notice him and passed him by. So as the procession was going, our old man, the kind old man, he had a very good gift for the king. Okay, what gift would that be? To make the cherry trees, the withered cherry trees, bloom. Whatever trees were there around, surrounding the road, on both sides of the road, he would make them bloom. Okay, so this was his gift for them. But these people, they had no idea. So the leader of the van, he saw that a very aged man had got up on a tree. At first, he thought that he would scold him. But later, he changed his mind because he believed that he was too old to be scolded. Okay, so he pretended not to notice him. Pretend means to think as if he is not there. Okay. So he pretended that he was not there. So when the daimyo's palanquin drew near, palanquin is a royal cart. Okay. So when it drew near, the old man, taking a pinch of ashes from the basket, scattered it over the trees. In a moment it burst into blossom. So that same magic worked once again. And the entire tree burst into flowers. Okay, it started bursting means in a big flashy way, all the flowers came into bloom. The delighted daimyo ordered the train to be stopped and got out to see the wonder. The delighted, the very happy daimyo, the very happy overlord, he thought what a wonderful and magical sight it was. So he asked his men to stop the cart, to stop the royal procession, and he got out. Calling the old man to him, he thanked him and ordered presents of silk robes, sponge cake, fans and other rewards to be given him. He even invited him to his castle. Okay, so he was even invited to his castle and he was given a lot of different gifts. Okay, so the old man was able to delight the king. So the old man went gleefully home to share his joy with his dear old wife. Gleefully means happily. Okay, and he went home in a happy manner and he shared this joy, shared this wonderful news and the way the king had welcomed him into his palace, that means given him an invite to his palace with his wife. But when the greedy neighbor heard of it, he took some of the magic ashes and went out on the highway. Because in their house still some of the ashes had remained, so the other man, the covetous man, the old greedy man, he also heard of it and he thought that let me get this favor as well from the king. He took some of the magic ashes and went on the highway. There he waited until a daimyo's train came along. and instead of kneeling down like a crowd, he climbed a withered cherry tree. So he also imitated the same action of the kind old man. Okay, he imitated the same action, but the result was something else. Let us find out. When the daimyo himself was almost directly under him, he threw a handful of ashes over the tree, which did not change a particle. Which did not change a particle means it did not change at all. Okay, so he also imitated the same action at the old man, but instead of getting any magic out of it, he got something else. Let's find out. The wind blew the fine dust into the noses and eyes of the daimyo and his wife. Because of the wind, the fine dust of that ashes, it was blown over, and the king and his wife, the daimyo and his wife, had the dust in their eyes and nose. Such sneezing and choking. Means everybody started sneezing. Everybody were choking. That means they were not able to breathe because of the dust. It spoiled all the pomp and dignity of the procession. All the beautiful, gorgeous grandeur of the procession was spoiled because of the sneezing and the choking which happened. The man whose business it was to cry, "Get down on your knees," seized the old fool by the collar. So that man who used to lead the procession, that man went and he took the old man. Seized means capturing in a forceful manner. He captured the old fool in a forceful manner and dragged him from the tree. Drag means to take somebody forcibly forward, okay, from the tree, and tumbled him and his ash basket into the ditch by the road and made him fall into the road. Ditch in the road. Ditch means like a drain, okay, a dug up pit which is used for drainage of water. So he made him fall down on the ditch. Then beating him soundly, he left him for dead. Then after that, he beat him soundly. That means he beat him quite well. Okay, soundly here means very much. So he beat him and then he left him for dead. That means after beating him, the man was left to die because the beating was quite a lot. Thus the wicked old man died in the mud. But the kind friend of the dog dwelt in peace and plenty, and both he and his wife lived to a green old age. That means to a ripe old age. Both of them were quite old but quite healthy till the moment of their death. Okay, so here comes to an end of this Japanese tale, a beautiful story about how love remains. Okay, and the good things that you do, it will come back to you in many forms. Even though you might have some initial problems, even though initial tragedy can come in your life, but if you are a good person, then it will come back to you in certain forms. Okay, so this story has a very simple moral, and the question answers are also quite simple. So we would be discussing the question answers in our next class. Okay, thank you students.